We are so excited about this spring's hair because no matter your cut, no matter your texture, there's something fabulous that you can pull off. The spring trends are in full bloom, and the most exciting thing about them is that it really makes your hair your best accessory.
Trend number 1 is the big blowout.
What makes this blowout a little bit different is that at the ends, you have this really big, pretty curl.
To get this look,
be sure to use a product that will give you style memory along with smooth, big volume. My favorite for this blowout is Shuamura's Tasai Cream.
rough dry the roots, then blow dry section by section with a round brush, pinning the curl in place as you go. When you're finished, seal with hairspray.
Once you release everything, you'll have a lot of beautiful curl right at the bottom.
An almost opposite trend of the season is fancy frizz.
For years we've tried to fight the frizz, but it seems as though now the frizz is in style. This style takes advantage of folks with big hair. If you want the style but you don't have the volume, use hair extensions that look light, natural, and airy to give you the same exact look.
To do it at home, start with damp hair.
The first step is to use a wide tooth comb and a detangling spray to make sure that you've worked all the tangles out before we get started.
Then section the hair in 2 parts, front and back, and add a curl-enhancing gel from root to ends.
It's a great idea not to use oil-based products and to use gels that dry quickly for this style. You don't want to leave oil in the hair because it actually weighs it down and you won't have the kind of frizz that makes this style beautiful.
Next, twist.
In the back, we use a 1-inch section of hair to use a flat 2-strand twist to create the curl. The hair is twisted from the root to the tip against the scalp. On the top, we use about the same size section, but the difference is the hair is twisted individually and not flat. And they're twisted individually so that you can give it a nice coil to create lots of full volume.
Let the hair dry, then release the curls.
Okay, and the key to this style is the way you separate the curl at the end. You separate the curls until you get the amount of frizz that you're comfortable with for that look. The last step to this style is a light pin-up with 2 bobby pins to secure, and you're all done.
If you're looking for something a bit more relaxed, the undone wave might be for you.
Waves come and go, but this is a little bit different because it's perfectly imperfect, and there's a very distinct crease that goes across the head and creates a special bump, making the hair look just very casual. Start by spraying a light hold hairspray over all of the hair. Then take your curling wand and take very large sections of hair, wrapping them around the curling wand, leaving out at least 2 inches at the bottom. The trick to this look is to keeping out those ends and making sure that you hold the rod at the same level all the way across your hair. That will give you that undone wave bump.
Separate the curls with your fingers and finish by flat ironing the ends.
If you want to spice up your undone wave a little bit and utilize another really hot trend of pops of color, you can use a new product called Color Bug from Kevin Murphy. Very lightly coat the bottom of your hair wherever you want to put the color with a product like Cotton Uzu from Shuamura. Anything that is a little bit sticky, kind of a pomade or a paste. Then very gently start rubbing the Color Bug on the hair and then smooth it upwards to make it look more natural. Once you're finished, set with hairspray and you're good to go. Another thing that we're seeing on the runways right now is accessorized embellished updos. So what better way to embellish your updo by making your hair its own accessory?
Take your Color Bug to the next level by adding more colors and twisting it into a bun. Or try friendship knots.
Take 2 1-inch sections from the larger side of your part. Form the number 4 and start tying a knot, just like you would with a friendship bracelet. And then you keep picking up sections and tying the knot all the way down and back around to the nape of your neck.
Finish the look by making a messy bun with the remaining hair. Straight off the runways is this season's wet look.
It looks really casual, like you've just gotten out of the shower or the pool, but it's actually a very elegant look.
The key is a product called, you guessed it, the wet look. which keeps your hair looking wet even after it's dry.
You need to start with clean, wet hair. After you detangle the hair, dry just the root right on top of the crown, and then very gently tease just that section of the hair. Once you do that, you can add your TG Wet Look product from the crown down through the ends. Smooth it back and finish with a little shine spray if you'd like.
Leave it down or put it in a ponytail. And for textured hair, the process is similar. After shampooing, add a light gel, then flip over and scrunch with your hands.
Scrunching the gel gives the hair a lot more texture.
Diffuse on high heat and low speed. Then finish with the center part and add an oil serum to keep the hair looking wet. But if all else fails this season, remember to roll with it.
Take about a 2-inch section from part to ear and sprinkle a little bit of dust in it. That's a texturizing product that will just give a little bit more hold. Roll the hair back, tucking the ends into the roll, and pin it.
Try a 50s inspired roll, a simple bouffant roll, or a full pin-up style.
We gave her 2 simple braids and a little pompadour in the top. Very simple, a 10-minute style that she can wear anywhere.
So remember, to keep trendy for spring, it's not so much about your hair cut or even your hair color, but it's what you do with it.
For more hair ideas, log on to livewellnetwork.com. Up next, using too little
When it comes to body moisturizer, most people surprisingly don't use enough.
or too much.
When it comes to using a product like a serum, it's more concentrated.
Sorting through beauty product amounts when Mirror Mirror returns.